Hey everyone, welcome back to BikeBeat. Today we're checking out a motorcycle that's got the entire adventure community buzzing, the brand new 2026 Honda CRF750L. Honda's finally brought a proper middleweight dual sport to the lineup, designed to slot right between the lighter CRF450L and the bigger Africa Twin. It's meant to be the perfect balance of off-road agility, long-distance comfort, and everyday usability. So, let's take a deep look at what makes the CRF750L such a big deal, from its design and performance to its features and price. Right from first glance, the CRF750L looks every bit like a serious adventure tool. It's got that rally-inspired stance with long travel suspension, high ground clearance, and a rugged, purposeful silhouette. Honda didn't try to make this a pretty road bike that pretends to be off-road capable. This one looks ready for real terrain. The fairing is slim, the windscreen adjustable, and the dual LED headlights give it the Dakar race bike look. The bodywork is minimalist but muscular, with exposed sections of the frame and functional details like wide foot pegs, sturdy handguards, and a well-protected engine area. It's clear Honda paid attention to the demands of riders who actually take their machines into dirt. At the core of the bike sits a brand new 749 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled and built for versatility. Honda has tuned this motor for strong, linear torque rather than top-end power, which makes sense for adventure and dual-sport riding. Output figures aren't final in all regions yet, but you're looking at around 75 horsepower and close to 68 Nm of torque. Those numbers place it right in the mix with bikes like the Yamaha Tenere 700 and KTM 790 Adventure. What makes this engine special is the smoothness. It's refined, predictable, and confidence-inspiring. It's not a rev-happy sport engine, but one that gives you instant drive at low revs and keeps pulling steadily through the mid-range. Whether you're threading through city traffic, cruising the highway, or picking your way through a rocky climb, that torque curve is exactly what you want. The 6-speed gearbox is tight and precise, and Honda's assist and slipper clutch keeps lever effort light while preventing rear-wheel hop on hard downshifts. There's also an optional quickshifter system for clutchless upshifts and downshifts, which adds even more polish to an already smooth setup. It's the kind of gearbox that makes you want to row through the gears just for the feel of it. The throttle response is clean, and the fuel mapping feels dialed in, not jerky, not overly sensitive, just right. You can tell Honda spent time perfecting the calibration to make it feel natural both on and off-road. Handling is one of the CRF750L's strongest points. The frame is a steel and aluminum hybrid designed for rigidity without too much weight. Suspension travel is generous, with a fully adjustable 45mm Showa inverted fork up front and a ProLink monoshock at the rear. You get around 220mm of travel at both ends, which is plenty for rough terrain but not so tall that the bike feels awkward on pavement. The suspension feels plush on bumps but remains controlled at speed. It's the kind of setup that soaks up washboard trails and potholes without wallowing on twisty tarmac. The geometry gives the bike excellent balance. The front end feels planted, while the rear follows predictably even on loose surfaces. Braking performance is handled by dual front discs with radial-mounted calipers and a single rear disc. The ABS system is switchable, which means you can disable the rear ABS when riding off-road. It's a small feature that makes a big difference when you're trying to control slides or descend gravelly slopes. The bike rolls on a 21-inch front wheel and an 18-inch rear, true adventure sizes that allow for a wide choice of tires, from 50/50 dual-purpose rubber to full knobbies if you're serious about dirt. Ground clearance is generous, and the skid plate provides protection for the crankcase and exhaust routing. On the road, the CRF750L feels surprisingly composed. The tall stance and wide handlebars give you confidence, and the suspension keeps things stable even when you hit rough patches at high speed. Cornering feels natural, the weight is well centered, and the steering is light without being twitchy. You can lean it over through sweeping turns, and it tracks beautifully. At highway speeds, the parallel twin hums along effortlessly, and vibration is well damped through the bars and pegs. The adjustable windscreen does a decent job deflecting wind blast, and the upright riding position means you can cruise for hours without discomfort. It's one of those bikes you could ride from your driveway to a remote mountain trail without ever feeling out of place. Off-road, the CRF750L really comes alive. The throttle's smooth response helps maintain traction on loose ground, and the torque gives you plenty of grunt to climb steep sections without needing to wring it out. Standing on the pegs feels natural, and the ergonomics make it easy to shift your weight forward or back. The switchable traction control and off-road ABS modes work intuitively. You can feel them helping when needed, but they never get in the way if you want full control. When it comes to tech, Honda didn't hold back. The CRF750L comes with multiple ride modes: street, rain, off-road, and user, each adjusting throttle response, traction control, and engine braking. A 6-axis IMU provides cornering ABS and lean-sensitive traction control. Cruise control is standard, making highway travel effortless. The bike's TFT display is full-color and crisp, offering Bluetooth smartphone connectivity through Honda's RoadSync system. You can view navigation prompts, calls, and music right from the dash. There's also a USB-C charging port for your devices and an accessory power outlet for add-ons like GPS or heated gear. All these touches make it feel like a modern premium machine while keeping it rugged and rider-focused. The ergonomics are classic Honda, comfortable, practical, and adjustable. The seat is tall, around 890 mm, but narrow at the front so shorter riders can still reach the ground. The handlebars are wide and positioned perfectly for both seated comfort and standing control. The foot pegs are serrated for grip and come with removable rubber inserts, which is great for switching between road and dirt riding. Visually, the CRF750L looks stunning in Honda's classic red and white color scheme. The minimal yet aggressive design language gives it a serious, no-nonsense vibe. The LED lighting all around not only looks sharp but also improves visibility. Build quality feels top-notch, panels fit tightly, and the finishes look ready for years of use. Every detail, from the switchgear to the foot controls, feels engineered with purpose. This is a bike that looks ready to go the distance the moment you lay eyes on it. Now, the big question: price. The 2026 Honda CRF750L is expected to start around $12,500 in the US, or roughly €13,000 in Europe, depending on taxes and options. That puts it squarely in the competitive middleweight adventure segment. It's priced close to the Yamaha Tenere 700, slightly undercutting the KTM 790 Adventure, and well below the Africa Twin. Considering the features, build quality, and Honda's legendary reliability, it's fair to say this is excellent value for money. So, who's this bike for? The CRF750L is for riders who want one motorcycle that does it all. If you love the idea of riding to a remote trail, exploring all day, then cruising home on the highway, this is your machine. It's approachable enough for newer adventure riders, yet capable enough for seasoned off-road veterans. It's also a smart choice for commuters who want something versatile and rugged. It's not the fastest bike in its class, nor the lightest, but it might just be the most balanced. That's it for today's deep dive on the 2026 Honda CRF750L. What do you think? Would you take this over a Tenere 700 or a KTM 790 Adventure? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our full ride test coming soon right here on BikeBeat. Ride safe, ride far, and keep that throttle open.